In this tutorial, we will go over queuing up timelines that play on command in VenueMagic. For example, let's suppose you wanted to queue up a bunch of timelines to play sequentially in VenueMagic, but you didn't want them to start until you trigger them. This tutorial will show you how to do that. I've put together these little queues. I've already set these ones up just for demonstration purposes, and I'm going to walk you through the process. So I'm creating a new timeline. I'm just going to grab just a little audio clip. Oops, I missed it. And I'm just going to clip it real short just make it like 5 seconds long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it forward just a little bit. So I'm going to put an event in on the timeline here. And the event that we're going to put on is the queueless command event. And this is what's going to make it pause before you start each timeline. So we're going to put in the pause this timeline event. So that way, as soon as the timeline starts in the queue list, it will immediately pause itself. And now we're going to save that. We'll just save it as Toccata with pause. Okay, and now we're going to add it to our button here. We're going to add it as a timeline. All of our timelines, the ones that I've created over here, have been set to foreground 1. So we need to make sure that they're all on the same foreground level. And we're going to go to foreground settings. And we're going to hit Q for later playback. And okay. Oh, I forgot to rename it. Okay, and that's what I did with all of these other buttons as well. And to set up the resume button, right-click on the button and select Button Properties. Then make sure your queue is set up as an event. Then click Queueless Command, Set Up Event, and from the Queueless command under the Event tab, select Resume All. Okay. In the External Control tab, you can set up your queue button to be triggered by an external device, such as an X keys stick. So if we click on the Toccata button, it will pause itself as soon as it reaches the Pause Queue List event that we added to the timeline earlier. And now let's queue up the other timelines. It says they are ready, but each of them will pause themselves as soon as they reach the pause event. Now hit the resume queue to start the timeline. Once it finishes, the next one starts, then pauses itself. Click Resume. And now you know how to queue up timelines that play on command. If you have any questions, please email support@VenueMagic.com. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial.